This one is a 1942 Remington Remette. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. It comes with a carrying case, classic black with the clasps in the interior, so you can lock it in there with safely and protect and store your typewriter. This one is a little hard to feed the paper when you just turn the knob, so you can see it's a little crooked. So what I'm going to do is push that back, which releases the rollers underneath, and just kind of push it in, and then lock it back, so that way it feeds, once you have it in, it feeds real nice. To change the margins, back here is two little thumb margins. You just push your thumb in and move it to where you want it. This model does not have a bell that dings at the end of the margin, most likely because this platen is exactly the same size as a piece of paper, so you don't really need a bell. So, and the carriage release is here on the left. You just push that with your finger. It'll get you to the beginning of the margin. So we're at the end of the margin, and we're gonna press this lever here and then press it down. Interesting. Oh. So that issue happens because this knob needs to be pressed in so it can fit in the case, or else it won't fit. But what that does is also it'll push this thing so your line space won't function correctly unless you pull that knob out. So once you take it out of the case, that's the first thing you want to do is pull that knob out. And that will naturally happen when you pull it to the beginning of the margin. And what this does is spaces it 1 or 2, and you can change it from 1 or 2 with this little knob here. You just pull that out, and you can go from 1 space to 2 space. As you can see, all the keys work good and none of them stick. The type of sentence. Let's do another space so you can see how that's supposed to work. It's supposed to be natural, get back to the beginning of the margin and space at the same time. Type's really nice. This machine is very popular. It's a unique style machine that Remington made back in the 40s, and a lot of people like it. Let's show you how to use the rest of the functions. This is the carriage release. This is the line space. As you can see, it spaces the line. It has a lever here on this portion that will just spin the platen without hitting each space. So that's what that does. This is your margin release. So if you get to the end of the margin, of this margin, and you want to just go past it, you just lift that up and you go past it. It's got the ribbon direction control. You press that in if you want it to go that way, but we want it to come this way, so we press it in towards this way so it pulls to this side, because all the ribbon is on that side right now and we want it to pull to that side. It's got a backspace on this model. Works good. Got a shift lock. To release the shift lock, you hit the right side. And that is about it. Now available on eBay or Etsy. Search Brooksaw Antiques.